his career.
But for the centrepiece of the 3 days, the Dante, let's show Stuart Machin.
Ready, all in. They're off. 7 of them break from the stalls for the Basti Equiworld Dubai Dante Stakes. This Group 2 prize over the extended mile and a quarter. In rear, the nose-banded War Rooms briefly needed hustling along. God's Window got away alertly today, light blue, and leads to Caviar Heights sitting close up in second, the yellow jacket. Then from the rail across, Al Musmak, Ancient Wisdom, and 3 wide Cambridge in the dark blue. A break of a couple of lengths to the flashy white-faced chestnut Cambridge, who disputes last place with War Rooms as they move their way on towards the end of the 3rd furlong. And it's God's Window under Kieran Schumacher who lead the Dante field. Over Caviar Heights and Cambridge wide, Al Musmak under James Dorr, the green sleeves and cap. Within 3 lengths of the lead and racing upsides, Will Buick aboard Ancient Wisdom. Economics and War Rooms and the noseband remain the final duo. Past the 6 and into the turn. 5 lengths covering the field, and God's Window continues to dictate with Caviar Heights sitting at his quarters. Cambridge continues to have a wide trip. Al Musmak conversely cuts the corner, and sitting between that pair, Ancient Wisdom, Buick sitting motionless at this stage. Economics and War Rooms, the last duo into the straight. So on down to the final half mile in the Dante. It's been even pace, it's been a decent pace, and it's been set by God's Window. Caviar Heights is now within a half length. More sends Cambridge down the centre, a bit closer to come and press for the lead. Then Al Musmak Doyle crouching lower. Buick now asking Ancient Wisdom in the royal blue to try and close, but he's just being held in by Economics on the extreme left, who's moving up to mount a challenge. War Rooms on the right, and the noseband is coming through. A lot of chances inside the 2. War Rooms extreme right, extreme left Economics. These 2 have now moved on. Cambridge weakens away. Al Musmak is beaten, and Economics has surged clear now, moving inside the furlong. 4, 5 lengths ahead, and galloping still further clear. Economics under Tom Marquand for William Haggas and Isa Salman Al Khalifa. Oh, what a smart performance this in the Dante. Could he be Derby bound? He'd have to be supplemented. Economics wins well. Tight second, Ancient Wisdom and War Rooms, then Cambridge and God's Window.
That's a really impressive winner of the Dante on just his 3rd start, living up to those words that William Haggas put towards him. He said this is no doubt that this is a very good horse. He just wondered whether this was a bridge too far, too soon. Well, it really wasn't. He was really, really impressive. He's got a big future. You won't be seeing him in the Derby. He was taken out. William Haggas did not want to be tempted to run a horse this big at Epsom, where he thinks he would not be suited, and it could potentially send his career in the wrong direction. So we could be seeing him in the King Edward at Royal Ascot, but we will be seeing him in Group 1s because this is a top draw performance.
Yeah, powerful physique and a powerful performance from Economics. He loomed up on the outside with a couple of furlongs to run, and as soon as Marquand let him go, he was quickly bounding clear and quickening clear of, make no mistake, a good field. He's got a Group 1 winner back in 2nd place, just Ancient Wisdom, seeing out the trip, giving his own running, I think, but he just wasn't good enough for Economics to match Economics or to even make a race of it with Economics. None of them were.
No. God's Window got the start right this time, and indeed he comes through to lead against the rail in the early stages. Caviar Heights is up front with him. Stuck 3 wide, that's Cambridge. The runner-up Ancient Wisdom is 2 wide mid-division with Al Musmak on his inside. Out the back and dropped out is Economics, with on his inside the eventual 3rd War Rooms.
Yeah, I think the pace through the middle of the race, the 5th and 6th furlongs, were just slightly stronger than we'd had in the Middleton when Buick stacked them up half an hour or so earlier. The overall time of this race, we'll get official confirmation, but I think it might be slightly quicker than the Middleton. We'll get official confirmation of exactly what that time is a little bit later on. But Marquand has had to take his medicine to some extent and go right to the back with Economics, but he rode him with a huge amount of confidence, and he had loads of horse underneath him.
Well, with the horse that big, he wouldn't want to be entertaining tight gaps, really.
No,
would he?
absolutely.
He'd want to get an uninterrupted run.
And he did it straight away. As soon as it was clear that he sort of bounced out forward, other horses wanted his position on the inside, immediately switched back in behind, and was happy that he wasn't too far away from the pace anyway, even sat at the back of the field.
Yeah, so up front, God's Window, about to be tackled by Caviar Heights, and they soon fan out, and at this point already slightly outpaced you have Ancient Wisdom.
Yeah, I think the official time 2 minutes 9.3 is showing on track, which is just slightly quicker than the Middleton, and Marquand's been able to take things quite easy as well late on.
Yeah, I mean, he's just travelling so strongly on the outside of Cambridge here. Others under pressure. Ancient Wisdom is just outpaced in the style of a horse that is going to need more of a test than this provided, and he has stayed on into second. He has, but as soon as Tom, let out half an inch of rain, he was away, wasn't he? And sort of delivering on the way that he challenged through the race, still looking a little bit green as he dived to his left slightly as well in front. Hugely exciting performance. We often do get one in this race, not always, but it looks like we've got a top-class 3-year-old on our hands. Absolutely.
To this third time out as well.
Yes, I mean, people will be saying it's a shame that he's not going to go for the Derby. I don't think that William Haggas will be for moving on that one. He feels that Charmit it affected his career development. He wouldn't make a different choice about running Charmit in the Derby, but he was persuaded to run him back too quickly after that, and he feels now that with all of the wealth of experience that he's got under his belt, he can make confident and difficult decisions, such as not running at Epsom with this horse.
And those people that will be happy that is the case are anyone else who's got a Derby runner. Because if he did go to Epsom, he might well be the horse to beat.
So do you think Arabian Crown now becomes Godolphin's #1 hope rather than Ancient Wisdom? Yeah,
he probably does. He probably does, doesn't he? I mean, Ancient Wisdom has run well, but it's kind of... The Group 1 at Doncaster wasn't the strongest of races, was